Testing, test. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the SUNY Potsdam broadcast of softball. Today, the Bears are hosting SUNY Geneseo. And we'll run through the Bears defense real quickly. On the mound for Potsdam, Sierra Ashley. Behind the plate, Haley LaJudas. At first base, Andrew Gratola. At second base, Vanessa Brandt. At shortstop, Madison McCormick. Rebecca Holmes is at third. And the outfield left to right, Kelsey Bennett in left, Hope Sandor in center, and Giovanna Marco in right field. And leading off for Geneseo is Leah Vanderworker. So, here's the pitch, and Vanderworker takes it high for ball one. And swings through the second pitch, 1-1 now. Vanderworker leading off, the shortstop for the Knights. I guess they're not the Blue Knights anymore. And that's kind of popped towards first base, and a P3 putout for the first baseman, Andrew Gratola, for the Bears. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the first. So that'll bring up number 18, Rebecca Schwartz, the right fielder for Geneseo. And that's fouled away down the right field line. And taking a little bit of time to get the foul ball back to the umpires. Now it's into Gratola. Test 1-2. Testing 1-2, testing 1-2, test. Okay, we're back. We apologize for that. There is a base hit up the middle, and that's going to score the first run of the game. And that was Taylor Riccardi with a base hit up the middle.
Try to write it down as first choice.
So that'll score Rebecca Schwartz, and it is 1-0 Geneseo. It'll bring up Aubrey Minton. And there's a stolen base for Riccardi. So 2 outs here. Runner at second for the Knights' second baseman. There's a ground ball to short. McCormick fires to first, and that's going to retire the side, but not before Geneseo picks up a run. They lead at 1-0 after 1 inning. We'll be back with the So we'll run through the Geneseo defense. On the mound is Lauren Kirsch. Behind the plate, Catherine Hayes. At first base, Alexandra Kutsiani. Aubrey Minton, the second baseman. Leah Vanderwarker, the shortstop. Taylor Riccardi is at third base. In left field, Caitlyn Schmitz. Phoebe Alardo is in center field, and Rebecca Schwartz is in right field. So ready for the first pitch to Gatola. That is outside for ball one. Here's the 1-0. That catches the outside corner, a little bit closer in there, so it is a ball and one strike to Gratola. And a swing and a miss there. Ball and two strikes now to Gratola. Vanessa Brandt is on deck for the Bears with Haley LeJudas behind her. There's the 1-2. That is high, and the count now even, 2-2. Nice job laying off that rising fastball by Gratola. Swung on and missed there, so the first strikeout of the game goes to Kirsch.
And now batting number 5 for Vanessa Brandt.
So Brandt up, the second baseman for the Bears. LeJudas behind her, then Bennett if somebody reaches. So the 1-0 is low. 2 balls and no strikes now to Brandt. That is up and away. 3-0. Good patience by the Bears' second baseman. 3-0 is inside, so a 4-pitch walk gets the Bears their first base runner. And that'll bring up Haley LeJudas, the senior catcher.
Haley LeJudas.
Potsdam trying to get one back. That is just off the plate. Looked pretty good. Must have been just outside. 1 ball and no strikes. That is fouled away, and the count is even at 1-1. Geneseo coming into this game 14-2 on the season. They are 2-0 in SUNYAC play. And there's a stolen base attempt, and they're going to get Brandt. A nice throw there by Hayes. Vanderwarker got there, kind of blocked the base, so he caught stealing. So it'd be CS space 2-4 if you're scoring with Stat Crew like we are. So that's the second out of the inning. Now Potsdam with nobody on. That was the strikes, was 1 and 2. And that catches the inside corner, so a strikeout there for LeJudas, and that'll end the inning. So the Bears had a 1-out walk, not able to get anything out of it, and we head to the top of the second, 1-0 Geneseo. All right, top of the second here. Geneseo will have Lauren Kirsch, the pitcher, leading off, and she takes strike one from Sierra Ashley. It'll be Kirsch, Fazio, and Kutsiani due up in this inning. Here's a looper into center field and tracked down there nicely by Hope Sandor, and that's the first out. So an F8 there with Fazio coming up next. Here's a ground ball that's short. McCormick picks it up, fires to first, and there's the second out. 2 quick outs there for Ashley. So here is Kutsiani, the first baseman for the Knights. That is fouled away for strike one. Here's the 0-1. That is low and inside, 1-1. And that'll skip past everybody to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike. Catherine Hayes, the catcher, is on deck if Kutsiani gets aboard. That is low and inside. 3 balls and a strike now. And that catches the outside corner, so Ashley keeps the at-bat alive. The count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2. Chop to third. That goes under the glove of Holmes, and that'll be a base hit for Kutsiani. So the 1B space LL. So here is Catherine Hayes with a runner at first and 2 down. So here is Geneseo's catcher. First pitch to Hayes. That is looped down the right field line, but foul. Looks like it's about 3 or 4 feet into foul territory. Marco was in good position. I'm not sure, had it fallen fair, if it would have stayed in play. Here's the 0-1. That is high. A ball and a strike now. One. Hit hard to short. Picked up there by McCormick. Fires to first in time. A little bit of a bobble there, but nice recovery by McCormick. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left, and we head to the bottom of the second with Geneseo leading 1-0. So we are about ready to get started in the bottom of the second. Quick inning and a half here. Kelsey Bennett, the left fielder for the Bears, steps in. And she takes strike one on the outside corner. Kat Tompkins is on deck, and then Rebecca Holmes. Here's the 0-1, swung on and missed. Good speed on that one from Kirsch. That is low and inside, a ball and 2 strikes now. Popped up. Moving after it is Minton. She is underneath it, and there is the first out of the inning, a P4.
Now at bat for the Bears, number 16, Kat Tompkins.
So Tompkins will step in now. First pitch is high and away for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That is on the outside corner. 1-1. Tompkins is sophomore. Has played in 6 games so far with 2 starts. Actually, this is her 3rd start and her 7th game. That's fouled away. Ball and 2 strikes. She's got a hit and 8 at-bats, as well as an RBI. That's fouled away again. So ball and 2 strikes still. Holmes on deck, followed by Giovanna Marco. And that is high. Good eye there, good patience by Tompkins. And that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is up and away, and the count is full. Tompkins was behind in the count, has worked it in her favor. Here's the 3-2. She did not go, and that's going to be ball 4. They checked with umpire Ed Rounds down at first. That is Ray Hoover behind the plate. So
Rebecca Holmes.
A 1-out walk to Tompkins, and now here's Holmes. Rebecca Holmes, the Bears' 3rd baseman. That is off the outside corner, 1-0. Kirsch got ahead of Tompkins and then has struggled a little bit. Hasn't missed badly, but just off the plate. As Ray Hoover gets some of the foul balls back. So 1-0. Kirsch is set. Here's the pitch, and that is line to short, and that's bad luck there. They'll double. So here's the first pitch to Vanderworker to lead off the top of the 3rd. Still 1-0 Geneseo. Very well played game by both teams so far. That's looped down the left field line, foul. That's fouled back. That is just high. So ball and 2 strikes. Popped foul. Count stays 1-2. That is low and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Check swing on a high pitch there. Count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Vander Walker is 0 for 1. Popped up to first in the first inning. This one popped into right field. Coming is Marco. She makes the grab for the first out. So an F9. And that'll bring up Rebecca Schwartz, who doubled and scored in the first. That is high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That is looped into right center. Again, Marco is there. Another F9, put out. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the third. Good defense by the Bears. Marco showing some good range in right field. And that'll bring up Caitlyn Schmitz, who grounded out to short in the first. That is high for ball 1. The 1-0 from Ashley. Low inside for ball 2. Grounded to short. McCormick is there. She's been steady today. Fires to first in time, and that'll retire the side in order. First 1-2-3 inning for Ashley. As the Knights go down in order here, we'll head to the bottom of the third. Potsdam trails 1-0. When she has missed, it hasn't been by much. She's got 2 strikeouts, had both of those in the bottom of the first. That one taken perfect down the middle for strike 1. Pretty good fastball there, and Marco being selective. Here's the 2-1. And that's low and inside. 3 balls and a strike. So Kirsch has 2 strikeouts, but she also has 2 walks today in 2 innings so far. And that is popped away. Foul over the backstop and the press box here. Hope Sandor due up next, and then Madison McCormick batting 9th, and then if anybody gets aboard, top of the order to Anna Gratola. And there is ball 4 there to Marco. So she is aboard with nobody out.
Now at bat, Hope Sandor.
So Sandor with a leadoff base runner to work with here. See how she attacks. And that is low. Potsdam doing a good job of working the counts, making Kirsch throw them strikes before they swing away. That's fouled off the top of the dugout. One and one. Loop towards short, 6-4. And so there's a fielder's choice there. And so we'll have the out at second. 6-4 put out there. So Sandor will replace Marco at first. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Count even now to McCormick, 1-1. One ball, one strike to the Bears shortstop, 1 out, and top of the order Gratola is next, and she's somebody you'd want coming up with runners on, but McCormick's got some work to do first. Here's the 2-1. That's taken for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Potsdam still looking for its first hit here in the 3rd inning. 2-2 is high, count is full. See who's going to win this battle. And that is taken on the outside corner for strike 3. And that'll be the second out. Gratola, though, still with the runner in scoring position, the tying run in scoring position. That's the 3rd strikeout of the afternoon for Kirsch. First pitch to Gratola is high. Sandor getting a good lead after the pitch. And hustling back. 1-0 to Gratola. Cat catches the outside corner, 1-1. Again, catches the outside corner. So, ball and 2 strikes now to Gratola. Kirsch seems to have found her spot. 1-2 is high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That is low and away, so count is full. Swung on and missed there. That is strike 3. That'll end the inning. So 2 strikeouts after a leadoff walk get Kirsch out of a jam there. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. And we head to the top of the 4th. Geneseo leads it 1-0. So in the top of the 4th inning, Geneseo leads it 1-0. This will be the 3rd baseman for the Knights, Taylor Riccardi. Riccardi drove in the game's only run with a single in the top of the 1st. There's a high fly ball into foul territory, and that one's going to be over the outside the perimeter fence there. So no chance for Kelsey Bennett to get to it. Thought it might hang up a little bit more, but it kept sailing to the left. So here's the 0-1 to Riccardi. It's a high fly ball to center field. Underneath it is Sandor, and she makes the grab. So an F8. So again, good defense by the Bears so far. Here is Audrey Minton. She grounded out to short back in the first. Take strike one here from Ashley. The 0-1, that is high. Ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is high, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is low and inside, 3 balls and a strike now. So Minton will be very selective on this pitch. Good hitter's count. She tries to work her way on board. 3-1 is outside for ball 4. So a walk there for Audrey Minton. That'll bring up the Knights pitcher, Lauren Kirsch, with 1 out and a runner aboard. It's just the first walk of the afternoon from Ashley, and Coach Furchin will head out to have a meeting at the mound. And Minton and pitcher Lauren Kirsch will head over to get instructions from Knights head coach Dave Sylvester, who's in his 10th season coaching for his alma mater. He is Geneseo class of 85. Coach Furchin will see her alma mater tomorrow. Brockport played for the Golden Eagles, class of 2012. So now Kirsch steps in, runner first, 1 out. And is pop foul over the Knights dugout for strike 1. Fazio is on deck. Here's the 0-1. That's taken for a strike inside. Nice pitch there from Sierra Ashley. Catching the inside corner of the plate, but a little bit close on Kirsch. Not a good one to swing at. That is grounded. Nice stab there by Rebecca Holmes. Fires to first. Not in time, but a nice diving stop by Holmes. So a clean base hit there moves the runner to second. So a 1B space 5, yes. That'll bring up Olivia Fazio. And now, I guess Coach Furchin has asked the umpires to discuss it because they think they might have had Kirsch at first. And they're going to stick with the original call, so a base hit. I think that's the right one. I think Kirsch just barely beat it out, but a really nice play by Holmes to prevent the ball getting through the infield. That would have allowed Minton probably to go to third. So here is Fazio with runners at first and second and 1 out. Catches the outside corner, strike 1. So far so good for Sierra Ashley. Has looked sharp today. That is looped towards short. That'll be a base hit to left field. And the runners That'll skip all the way in, so the runners will score on an error. So Minton scores on an error. Kirsch goes all the way to third. Fazio goes to second. And here is Kutsiani. She is 1 for 1 with a single in the second. Runners at second and third with 1 out, 2-0. Geneseo. That is low and inside for ball 1, 1-1. And that's taken on the outside corner. Nice location there from Ashley. A ball and 2 strikes. Catcher Catherine Hayes is on deck for Geneseo. It is a high fly ball into foul territory. Bennett won't get there. Good hustle though. This count will remain 1-2. A long foul ball. So again, 1-2 to Kutsiani. Here's a high fly ball to right field. Marco is there. The runners are going to advance. It's on a sac fly there. So another run scores, 3-0 Geneseo. Fazio will move to third, so an RBI sac fly on the F9. So here's Hayes, 1-0 to Hayes. That's taken inside for a strike, 1-1. As a high fly ball to left field, Bennett going after it, makes the grab, and that'll retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. So it is 3-0 Geneseo after 3.5. So in the bottom of the 4th, Vanessa Brandt fouls away the first pitch she sees. She walked in the first inning and then was caught stealing. And that's fouled away as well. So 0-2 quickly to Brandt. And we'll see LeJudas on deck, the Bears catcher, followed by Kelsey Bennett, the left fielder. Here's the 0-2. That is up and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That is way outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's pop foul off the roof of the press box here. Bears down 3-0, still looking for their first hit of the game, but in striking distance. Here's the 2-2, and that is looped back up the middle to the second baseman. Minton fires the first in time, so 4-3 put out there, and the first out of the inning for Potsdam.
Now back for the Bears, number 2, Haley LeJudas.
So LeJudas is 0 for 1, struck out in the first inning. Here's the first pitch to LeJudas, and that's fouled away down the first base line. Here's the 0-1. That's high. Count is even now, 1-1. One pitch is low and inside, 2 balls and a strike. And I think umpire Ray Hoover he's asking for some of the foul balls back. We've had a bunch of them today. Kirsch has thrown a lot of pitches. She's gone deep into the count against a lot of Bears hitters. Still kept them off the base pass via the hit so far. She has walked 3, but she's also struck out 3. Here's the 2-1. That's just off the plate. 3 balls and a strike. That one was close. From this angle, tough to tell. Might have been a little bit low as well. Here's the 3-1. That is pop foul. Count is full. The 3-2. That's fouled away. Another 3-2 pitch. Chopped to third, picked up by Riccardi. Fires to first for the 5-3 put out, and that's the second out of the inning. Nice job there by Riccardi at third. That was about as hard a hit ball as the Bears have had today.
Now about the Bears, number 13, Kelsey Bennett.
So Kelsey Bennett, who popped up to second base in the second inning. Fouls that one back. Foul ball. Shaggers are busy today. Here's the 0-1. That's line down the third base line, foul. Tough to tell from this angle, but the way Riccardi reacted, she knew it was well out of play. Good rip there by Bennett, who's shown some power. A couple extra base hits so far this season. But the count 0-2, Kirsch looking to get out of the inning. That's chop foul. She only faced 3 batters in the first, but one was a walk and a caught stealing. And then there was a line drive double play in the second, so she only faced 3 batters. That is low, so ball and 2 strikes. Faced 4 batters in the 3rd. She's had a base runner every inning. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. That's the 4th strikeout of the afternoon for Kirsch. And the Bears go down in order. They still trail 3-0 after 4. So we are in the top of the 5th. Geneseo leading 3-0. Very well played game here on both sides defensively. Leah Vanderwarker is leading off. She's 0 for 2. And she takes ball 1 high and away. She popped out to first base in the 1st inning and flew out to right field in the 3rd. Here's the 1-0. And she takes that one down the middle for strike 1. Rebecca Schwartz on deck, followed by Caitlyn Schmitz. Here's the 1-1. She squares, lays down a bunt. Ashley will pick it up and won't be in time, so a perfect bunt base hit there. And with leadoff runners aboard. So with a runner on board, it'll be Rebecca Schwartz, the right fielder. So nice bunt single there by Vanderwarker. And another bunt. Holmes will not hesitate, go to first and get the runner there. So we'll call that a sacrifice bunt. So 5-3 space SAC. And then plus for the runner. So 2 nice bunts. Geneseo playing some small ball here, trying to add to their lead. So a runner at second with 1 out. And here's Caitlyn Schmitz, the center fielder for Geneseo, trying to add the lead, 3-0. And there's a stolen base attempt there. LaJudas will throw late, kind of had to step around the runner. So a clean steal for Vanderwarker. And now a runner at third with 1 out. And the count 1-0 on Schmitz. 1-0 is high and away, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Grounded to short. McCormick going to charge. She's going to go home. And that'll be a fielder's choice. The runner will score. So no outs on the play. So that makes it 4-0. And Coach Sylvester giving the signs to his hitter Taylor Riccardi. Riccardi is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Single in the 1st that drove in a run, and she flew out to center field in the 4th. That is high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That is looped into left center field. That's going to go back to the fence. It was more than looped. And that's going to score 1. Riccardi will go in standing with a double there. So an RBI double for Taylor Riccardi, and that'll make it 5-0. Okay, so that'll bring up Audrey, I keep saying Aubrey. Audrey Minton, the second baseman. She is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. 5-0 Geneseo. They put 2 on the board here in the top of the 5th. That is up and away for ball 1. Minton getting an aggressive lead on the pitch. Riccardi getting the aggressive lead. Minton is batting. So here's the 1-0. And she holds off. 2 balls and no strikes. That is chopped foul. Just off the plate. 2-0. Good hitters count there, but that might have been ball 3. It was very close. 2 balls and 1 strike to Minton. That is popped up. McCormick is underneath it, makes the grab for the second out. So a P6 put out there, and that'll bring up Lauren Kirsch, the Knights pitcher, and she will try to help herself here a little bit with a runner at second. A solid 5-0 lead, but a base hit could make it 6. She is 1 for 2. There's a high fly ball to center. Sandor going back. It's overhead off the base of the fence, and that is going to be a stand-up double there for Kirsch. So a 2-out RBI double for the pitcher, and that makes it 6-0. So here's Olivia Fazio. Fazio is 1 for 2 today with a single in the 4th. 2 outs here. And I guess the home plate umpire, Ray Hoover, giving Bears catcher Haley LaJudas a little bit of time to fix her equipment. That's lined into left field, and Kirsch is going to be held there, and they're going to get, so she'll advance on the throw, so a single to left field, and then I'd say plus T on that. So Kirsch to third, and a base hit by Fazio. So this is going to bring up Kutsiani. Kutsiani is 1 for 1. She flew out in the 4th, but knocked in a run with a sacrifice fly, and obviously is not punished for an out there. So 1 for 1. Kutsiani takes ball 1 high. So 3 runs in for Geneseo in the top of the 5th here. They've doubled their lead to 6-0. Kutsiani trying to make it more. That is high. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a high fly ball there. Bennett makes the grab, and that's going to retire the side, but 3 runs in. So an F7 put out. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. as we head to the bottom of the fifth, we have a pitching change.
Can you check what you should yell up if you just open the door and then...
Yeah, Kieran opened the door and the umpire will shout up to us. So we do have a pitching change here. It's going to be number 10. Maddie Woodard is going to take over here for Geneseo in the bottom of the fifth. 4 no-hit innings.
11.
11 is.
Okay.
11 didn't have a position. Where's she going?
Okay, she's going to center field. So Fazio will move into center.
I don't know. He didn't say anything yet.
All right. Okay. Great. Oh.
Here's the first pitch from Woodard. So that is strike 1 to Kat Tompkins. And that is low. So it looks like Fazio has moved from designated player. She is now in center field. And Alardo, the center fielder, is now on the bench. Here's the 1-2 to Tompkins, swung on and missed, so the first batter Woodard faces, she strikes her out. So there's 1 down for the Bears in the bottom of the fifth.
The Bears number 22, Rebecca Holmes.
So let's bring up Rebecca Holmes. She lined into a double play back in the second inning. Also had a great diving stop at third, but it turned into an infield hit for Geneseo. Chop to third, foul. Here's the 1-1. Here's a high fly ball into foul territory, and the catch is made there by Schmitz, tracked it down, so that would be an FF7 in the scoring computer there. So 2 up, 2 down here. And that'll bring up Giovanna Marco, who walked and was erased on a fielder's choice in the third.
Giovanna Marco.
Schmitz with a nice hustle there in left field to track that down in foul territory. And that one got away from Woodard and goes all the way to the backstop. Woodard, a junior from Eden, New York. So again, a brilliant day from Lauren Kirsch. And there is a strike to Marco. Kirsch, 4 no-hit innings. She had 4 strikeouts, did have 4 walks, but worked around that every time. The 1-1 is low and inside, 2 balls and a strike. That's chop foul. Still 2-2 to Marco. Swung on and missed, and that'll retire the sides. 2 strikeouts there for Woodard in her first inning on the mound. So no runs, no hits, no errors, none left, and we head to the top of the 6th, 6-0 Geneseo. So we'll have a pinch hitter to lead off the top of the 6th for Geneseo. It is number 22, Anna Johnson, the junior from Buffalo. First pitch from Ashley is in the dirt outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Popped up in foul territory. Holmes makes the grab, so FF5 on that one. So 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 6th. That'll bring top of the order Leah Vanderwalker, who is now 1 for 3 with a run scored and a stolen base. And that one skips low to the backstop for ball 1. Up and away for ball 2. 2-0 pitch. That is lined up the middle for a base hit. Vanderwalker's second hit of the day. So 1B space MI there. And so a one out base runner. And here is Rebecca Schwartz, the right fielder. She is 1 for 2 with a double, a run scored, and a sac bunt. That's lined up the middle. That'd get by. Actually, Brandt will. So we'll call that a fielder's choice and an error on the second baseman. Brandt dove, but then couldn't get the ball to McCormick. And then yes, plus. Okay, so we'll have to. So I would put that up here. So FC and then E4 here. Okay, so here we go, and that brings up Schmitz, who is 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 5th. That is lined in left field. So 1 run's going to score. That will be an earned run there. Actually,
LL.
yes. So base hit. It is an RBI. Yep. So an RBI single for Caitlyn Schmitz. So runners at first and second with 1 out. That is low for ball 1 for Taylor Riccardi, who's had a good day. She is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. That'll skip by. That's a wild pitch, and that'll send the runners up. So put the, yep. So 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position now. 2-0 the count to Riccardi. Swung on and missed. Good fastball there from Sierra Ashley. Here's the 2-1. Chop to third. Holmes will check the runner. Fire to first. So 5-3 put out there. Nice play by Holmes, and the runners will hold. So a clean out there for the Bears, trying to get out of this one without any more damage. 7-0. Here's the first pitch to Minton. That is lined in the left and a right at Kelsey Bennett for the third out of the inning. So the Knights get one run in, but that is it. They lead it 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. So Hope Sandor will lead off the bottom of the sixth for Potsdam. Maddie Woodard in her second inning now, and she throws ball one up and away. Sandor reached on a fielder's choice back in the third. Potsdam still looking for their first hit here. 1-0. That is looped towards second. A short hop there picked up by the second baseman, Minton, and she fires to first for the 4-3 putout. And that'll bring up Madison McCormick, Potsdam shortstop. McCormick is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Number 11, Madison McCormick.
After McCormick will be Anna Gratola, top of the order, and that is strike one, catching the outside corner to McCormick. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Good high fastball there. Rose up a bit on McCormick. Very difficult to hit. Looks good, but it ends up at your eyes. Here's the 0-2. Same thing, and she gets her there for the strikeout. So that is the third strikeout for Minton in 5 batters faced. And that's going to bring Anna Gratola up. Gratola is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. That's fouled back over the press box for strike one. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away. The 0-2 from Woodard. That is high for ball one. Good eye there for Gratola to lay off. 7 runs on 11 hits for Geneseo. No runs on no hits for Potsdam so far. Here's the 1-2. That is outside, and Gratola has worked the count even. Two pitch is outside. Now 3-2. Gratola fouling off a couple pitches, and then Woodard trying to paint the outside. Here's the 3-2, and that'll be ball 4. So good eye there for Gratola. And Potsdam has a 2-out base runner, and that'll bring up Vanessa Brandt. Brandt is 0 for 1.
Vanessa Brandt.
Walked and was caught stealing in the first. She grounded out to second in the fourth. Swings through a fastball there for strike one. Brandt trying to keep the inning going. Haley LeJudas is on deck. 0-1 is low. A ball and a strike now. Hayes has been strong defensively behind the plate for Geneseo. I don't think anything much has gotten by her, if anything at all. Swung on and missed. She throws back to first, but Gratola gets back in time. That was was strike 2 to Brandt, so 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs with Grotolla at first. One-two from Woodard is high, and Grotolla steals second. Ball scoots to the outfield, but she'll hold there, so nothing more on that play. A stolen base for Andrew Grotolla. And that was ball 2 to Brandt. So runner in scoring position now for Brandt. Here's the 2-2. That is looped into left field. It will go over the left fielder Schmidt's head, and round coming in to score is Anna Grotolla. That'll break up the shutout. That's the first hit of the day for Potsdam, so a 2-out RBI double for Vanessa Brandt. And that'll make it 7-1, and Haley LaJudas.
Now at bat for the Bears, number 2, Haley LaJudas.
So LaJudas with the runner in scoring position here. 2 outs. Kelsey Bennett on deck. Woodard just misses the outside corner, framed nicely there by Hayes. It's exactly where she wanted it, but just off the plate. Here's the 1-0. That is a bit up, so 2 balls and no strikes. And LaJudas can be picky on this one. 2-0 pitch, and that's fouled away for strike 1. Fouled away. Count is even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is low. Again, nice job by Hayes behind the plate. That skips by her. Brandt goes to third easily, and the count is full. 3-2. Chop towards short, hangs up there long enough, and Leah Vanderwarker takes care of it for an L6, and that'll end the inning. But the Bears get 1 as we head to the top of the 7th. So here's a pinch hitter for Geneseo, Lauren Gulick. She takes strike one there. Here's the 0-1. That is low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. And that catches the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. And that is fouled away. To the 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, still the count. That is low, and that'll skip to the fence. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's fouled off of Gulick's foot. Still 2-2 with nobody out here. Low and inside. Count is now full. Here's the 3-2. That is lined in the left field for a base hit. Gulick is aboard with nobody out. So that'll bring up Fazio, who is now the center fielder. That is lined in the center field, so a 1B space MI, and that'll advance Gulick to second. So with runners at first and second, nobody out here is Alexandra Kutsiani. She is 1 for 2 with a single and a sacrifice fly. First pitch is high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That's line to the shortstop, McCormick, and they double her up at second base. A big play there, so an L6 and then a 6-4 to erase Gulick at second. So that's going to bring up Hayes, who's back in the game. And that is to short. She'll take it herself. So field. So last at bats here for the Bears. They trail 7-1 in the bottom of the 7th, and it'll be Kelsey Bennett to lead it off, followed by Kat Tompkins and Rebecca Holmes. First pitch from Woodard is low for ball 1. The 1-0 is high for ball 2. Bears need base runners. Grounded hard to short, picked up by Vanderwalker. She throws it first for a 6-3 putout. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Tight game through the first 3 innings, 1-0 Geneseo. They added 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, and they scored 1 in the top of the 6th. The Bears got 1 back in the bottom of the 6th. So here is Kat Tompkins, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. That is low and inside. That one skips all the way back. Not much Hayes could do about that one. Here's the 1-0. And that's chopped to third, picked up by Riccardi. She fires the first for the second out. A 5-3 put out there, and the Bears are down to their last out. So here's Rebecca Holmes. She lined into a double play in the second, and she flew out to foul territory down the left field line in the 5th inning. Takes strike 1 there. Woodard looks like she will pick up the save. That is up and away, so 1 ball and 1 strike. She gets the final out here. She will have gone to 3 innings. And Lauren Kirsch was sharp through the first 4. She'll get the win. That is fouled away over the Bears bullpen. Ball and 2 strikes now to Holmes. Holmes also a defenseman on the women's hockey team. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul again. Off the dugout. Here's the 1-2. Popped up again. That'll fall foul just in front of Taylor Riccardi and Catherine Hayes. Bears down to their last strike here, 1-2. Woodard set. Here she goes. That is low, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on a miss, rising fastball, and that does it. Geneseo takes the 7-1 victory in Game 1. The win going to Lauren Kirsch, the loss going to Sierra Ashley, and we'll be back in about 20. And we're about ready to get started for game number 2. After a 7-1 victory for Geneseo in the first, it is Anna Brown on the mound for the Bears, and Leah Vanderwarker takes strike 1. So we are underway here. Potsdam's defense, very similar to the first game. There is ball 1 up and away, so 1-1. Andrea Gatola at first, Vanessa Brandt at second, Madison McCormick at short, Rebecca Holmes at third, Haley LaJudas behind the plate. Here's the 1-1. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. In left field for Potsdam is Kelsey Bennett. In center is Hope Sandor. And in right is Giovanna Marco. So Vanderwarker leads off. That is fouled back. Late swing there. Rebecca Schwartz, playing second base in this contest, batting second, and Caitlyn Schmitz is in left field, batting third. That is a high fly ball to right field in fair territory. She dropped it, so that'll be an E9 and all the way to third. So plus. So E9 space plus. She goes to third, so a leadoff 2-base error. And Geneseo threatening, just 2 batters in. So it'll be Rebecca Schwartz with a runner at third. And that skips to the backstop. A pass ball there. And in comes Vanderwarker. So quickly, 1-0 Geneseo. So Schwartz now with nobody on and nobody out. Here is the 1-0. That catches the outside corner. Count is even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. And in the second game here, Ed Rounds behind the plate for the umpires. Ray Hoover at first base. And that is looped into right field. That'll skip past. So a base hit there, at least a double. So a 2B space 9 on the scoring there. So a double keeps things going for Geneseo. That one kind of falling tough in right field. I think there is a little bit of sun coming from the left of Giovanna Marco. So that is looped into left, right at Kelsey Bennett. And she makes the grab. So an F7 is the first out of the inning. And Schwartz will hold up there. First pitch to Riccardi, grounded short. McCormick fires to first for the second out. Taylor Riccardi, who was 2 for 4, 2 runs batted in the first game, is retired here. Here's Lauren Gulick, the designated player. And she takes strike 1. That's looped into right field, and that one is going to fall fair. So an RBI double for Lauren Gulick. That is an unearned run. Two to nothing Geneseo. And that'll bring up Olivia Fazio, who was playing shortstop in Game 2. She was designated player to start the last game, ended up in center field. That is fouled away for strike 1. That is high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. that is grounded to second. Brandt picks it up, fires the first. So 2 runs in, both unearned. Rough start, but not a bad finish for the Bears. Geneseo leads it 2-0 after 1/2 inning. So we're about ready to start the bottom of the first inning. Again, 2-0 Geneseo. We'll take you through the defense there. Elizabeth Eberhardt is on the mound for Geneseo. And Anna Gratola takes ball 1. She's leading off again, the Bears' first baseman. So behind the plate, Catherine Hayes again. And that is a high fly ball into left field, but underneath it is Caitlyn Schmitz for the first out. So an F7 there. So first base, Anna Johnson. Rebecca Schwartz is at second base. Olivia Fazio at short. Taylor Riccardi at third. And I just mentioned Schmitz in left. Leah Vanderwarker is in center. And Samantha March is in right. So here is Vanessa Brandt, takes ball 1. There's ball 2. That's a bit high. 3 balls and no strikes to Brandt. And there is ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Vanessa Brandt, and the Bears have their first base runner. And that'll bring up Haley LeJudas with 1 out and a runner at first.
Now at bat, number 2, Haley LeJudas.
She squares, and that one tailed away. She offered at it, so that is strike 1. Had she been able to pull it back, it had been ball 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. I don't know if she got a piece of that, but it was caught by Hayes behind the plate either way, so it's 0-2. Haley Bennett is on deck. Swung on and missed there. So the first strikeout of the game for Eberhardt.
And number 13, Kesley Bennett.
So here is Bennett. That is grounded through the right side. So a base hit there for Bennett. And runners at first and second. Took Potsdam 6 innings to get their first hit in the first game, and now they get one right off the bat here in the first inning, and they are threatening with 2 outs. Brandt is at second, Bennett at first, and Anna Brown with a chance to help herself out. A good fastball there from Eberhardt, and Brown a little bit late, swinging through it. So it is 0-1. Second pitch to Brown, takes it, and that is called strike 2. Good pitch there from Eberhardt. So Brown trying to keep her at bat going, keep the inning going. And she takes ball 1 high. Good eye there, kept rising. So here's the 1-2. Chopped into the dirt. Count remains the same. 1-2 again. And they call her out as it catches the outside corner of the plate. So backwards K for Anna Brown, and the Bears get no runs on 1 hit, no errors. They have 2 left, and we head to the top of the second with Geneseo leading 2-0. Couple of changes for the Bears here. Anna Gratola is going to move to center field. Kat Tompkins is going to replace Giovanna Marco, who is in right field, but she'll play first base. And the center fielder, Hope Sandor, is going to move to right.
First baseman is now
In center field.
So that's so here.
So here's Anna Johnston taking ball 1 outside from Brown. Not sure if there was an injury to Marco. She did struggle in the first inning. That's grounded to Tompkins at first. Struggles with that, and so we'll have an E3 there. And Johnston will reach. So a leadoff error in the second inning in a row here. And that'll bring up Catherine Hayes, the catcher. And Samantha Martz will be next after Hayes. So there's a strike. Here's the 0-1. Chopped to short. McCormick picks it up, goes to second for 1. And so we'll have a fielder's choice as Hayes beats it out at first. So, the runner Johnston out at second on the 6-4 put out, a fielder's choice. Hayes is aboard there, and with 1 out, here's Samantha Martz, the left fielder. Actually, no, the right fielder. And she loops one to left field. Kelsey Bennett makes the grab. She's been pretty steady out there today. So an F7, and that'll bring up top of the order Leah Vanderwarker, who reached on a 3-base error to lead off the game and then scored the first run on a pass ball. That is high for ball 1. And that's in the dirt, so a wild pitch there will allow Hayes to go down to second. So 2 balls and no strikes to Leah Vanderwarker. That is up and in for ball 3. Big lead there for Hayes at second. Brown just kind of looks her back. Worker's probably going to be taken all the way here, up 3-0. And that one catches the outside corner. So now perfect hitters count as Vanderworker can see if she likes what comes in. That misses outside and she'll walk. So Rebecca Schwartz doubled and scored in the first inning. That is high for ball one. And that's fouled away. Looked like that was kind of tailing outside, but the count now 1-1. Fouled away, a ball and 2 strikes now to Schwartz. With 2 outs here in the top of the second. Geneseo leading 2-0. They are threatening again with 2 outs with runners at first and second. That is high for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled away. Two and 2. Grounded to second. Brandt picks it up, throws to first, and that retires the side. So Geneseo threatens, but they do not score. We head to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Geneseo. So Rebecca Holmes takes ball 1 outside. And that is just high. 2 balls and no strikes. That is popped and it'll go off the backstop for strike 1. Here's the 2-1. And that misses. 3 balls and a strike now to Holmes. And there is ball 4, so Holmes is aboard with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second. So here is Kat Tompkins.
And now that's the Bears, number 20.
who entered in for Giovanna Marco
Number 16, Kat Tompkins.
in the top of the second. First pitch, chopped to second, picked up there by Schwartz. She goes to first, so Holmes will advance. So a straight up 4-3 put out there. So here is Hope Sandor with a runner in scoring position and one gone.
Number 1, Hope Sandor.
That catches the outside corner. Strike one. Chop foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, that's dropped. And the runner is safe at third, so that would be a K space 2 to 3, and then a plus.
And number 11, Madison and McCormick.
So that'll bring up McCormick with a runner at third. Holmes advanced on the drop, third strike. Actually, she took off on the throw after they threw down to first, but made it easily. If McCormick gets aboard, it'd be top of the order with Gertola next. He grounds to first base for the unassisted out there. Potsdam. So it'll be Caitlyn Schmitz to lead off the top of the third inning. She's 0 for 1, flew out to left field in the first, takes ball 1 there. Schmitz, Riccardi, and Gulick. Here's the 1-0. Grounded in the hole between short and third, so a base hit to left. A leadoff hit there for Schmidt. Ken Riccardi had a couple big hits in the first game, excuse me. She'll try to keep things going here in the third. And there's a stolen base attempt. And she's safe there, so stolen base by Schmitz. Riccardi 0 for 1, grounded out to short in the first. Take strike 1 here, so 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is just high. Off-speed pitch there from Brown, so 2 balls and a strike. That one just a bit outside, so 3-1. That is fouled away. Count now full. Lauren Gulick on deck. She had an RBI double back in the first inning. Here's the 3-2. That's popped out of play. 2 pitch is looped down the right field line into foul territory. Nice effort there by Sandor, but she's not going to get there. Count remains full. High fly ball to left center field. Bennett's going to get there. The runner's going to tag and advance to third. So F7 there, and Lauren Gulick steps in with a runner at third and 1 out. That's popped up. Brandt getting underneath it. She makes the grab for the second out and fires back in quickly to LaJudas. So 2 quick outs here, and Brown trying to get out of a jam. So here's Olivia Fazio, the shortstop in Game 2. Again, designated player and center fielder in the first game. That one in on a hop, scooped nicely by LaJudas to prevent a run from scoring. Caitlyn Schmitz led off with a base hit, stole second, and then moved over on the fly out from Riccardi. That is lined in the right field. That's going to fall, and so an RBI single to right field for Fazio, and that'll make it 3-0. Nice piece of hitting there by Fazio. And that'll bring up Anna Johnston. Johnston reached on an error to lead off the second inning and was forced out. There's a high fly ball, and that's going to fall. And she's going to advance on the throw there. So a single to right field as Fazio goes all the way to third, and then as she was going to third, Johnston advanced on the throw. So that'll bring up the catcher, Catherine Hayes, who reached on a fielder's choice. Takes ball 1. The 1-0. There's a high fly ball down the left field line. That is foul. Very close there. That would have scored 2. Fortunately, it falls foul, and the count is even at 1-1. Hayes steps back in. Here's the 1-1. That is high, 2 balls and a strike. Hayes behind the plate for both games of this doubleheader for Geneseo. Long day for any catcher that does that. LaJudas doing the same thing right now for Potsdam. Here's the 2-1. That is high, 3 balls and a strike. Ball away from loading the bases with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Here's a high fly ball to deep center. Gratola underneath. She makes the grab. That retires the side. So Geneseo threatens. They get 1, and they lead it 3-0 after 2.5. So Anna Gratola will lead off the bottom of the third. She went the other way and flew out to left field in the at the bottom of the first. Checks her swing there, but it was catching the corner either way, so no balls and a strike to Gratola. Here's the 0-1. That's outside, 1-1. Gratola started the game at first base, where she played all of game one, and then has since moved to center field. Here's the 1-1. There's a high fly ball to right field. Underneath it, though, is Martz, and she makes the grab for the first out, Samantha Martz, the right fielder in game two for the Knights.
Now at bat, number 5, Vanessa Brandt.
So here's the Bears second baseman, Vanessa Brandt. She walked in the first and was stranded at second base. Fouls that one away for strike one. Here's the 0-1. That is low in the dirt, 1-1. That's foul back to the screen. Ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. Inside. Almost nicked Brandt, but didn't. 2-2. And that was outside. She loops it into right center. That's going to fall all the way to the fence. Brandt is going to head to third. Here's the relay, and offline, so a triple for Vanessa Brandt. A 1-out triple, and the Bears are in business here in the bottom of the third.
Now at bat, number 2, Haley LaJudas.
So LaJudas with a chance to cut the lead. Bears down 3-0. Got a runner at third with 1 out. LaJudas 0 for 1. And she takes ball 1 high. Haley Bennett is on deck. Kelsey Bennett. As LaJudas has the count even at 1-1. That is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. One pitch. Swung on. I think tipped into the glove, but that's just strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one is low, but swung on anyway. And she'll be retired there. A strikeout for LaJudas. So Bennett now, with 2 outs and a runner at third, has a chance.
Number 13, Kelsey Bennett.
To get the Bears on the board. Bennett did single in the first. Swings through that one for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Grounded back to the pitcher, a 1-3 put out there. Bears threaten, they do not score. We head to the top of the fourth, 3-0 Geneseo. So Samantha Martz will lead it off for Geneseo in the top of the fourth. She flew out to left field in the second. And the umpire called timeout right as Brown was in the middle of her windup. Martz stepped out. So we'll try it again. Here's the first pitch. She lays down a bunt. Brown picks it up, fires to first, and I don't know if the throw was offline or Brandt just dropped it, but it was an error either way. So it was either an E1 or an E4. So it'll go against Brandt, and the leadoff runner is aboard. So that'll bring up top of the order Leah Vanderwerker. She squares, lays down another nice bunt, tagged there by Tompkins. So a sac bunt there. So that would be actually 3 UA. No space. And then sac. And then a plus for the runner. So Rebecca Schwartz steps in, fouls away the first pitch. Runner at second. An error and a bunt have Samantha Martz at second base. Here's the 0-1. That's fouled back to the screen. Quickly 0-2 on Schwartz. Here's the 0-2. That is fouled down the right field line. Count will stay at 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That is in the dirt. The Judas blocks it, fires it back to Brown. The runner will hold. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the fourth, 3-0 Geneseo. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Knights. No runs on 2 hits for the Bears. There's a high fly ball to right field. Sandor going back over her head. That's going to score 1, and we'll see where Schwartz ends up. That's going to be an RBI triple, and it is 4-0 Geneseo. So a deep fly ball there. Here's a ground ball picked up by Brandt. So 4-3 put out there. The run comes in. So here's Riccardi. So 2 outs now. So that one is high. Riccardi takes ball 2 high. Outs. That one low. That skips to the fence. LeJuice is going to track it down. We'll see if Riccardi turns. She does. She looks, but she doesn't turn. So a walk there for Riccardi. And that'll bring up Lauren Gulick. Gulick is 1 for 2, a double and a pop fly to second base. Here's the 0-1. Here's a high fly ball to deep center field. Grotola is back. She makes the grab. That retires the side, but Geneseo scores 2. They lead it. So we've got some defensive changes here for Geneseo. Moving into left field is Hannah Olenizak. We'll work on that pronunciation. Hannah Olenizak in left field, moving from left to center is Caitlyn Schmitz, and Leah Vanderwalker is going to come out of the game. So we're in the bottom of the 5th here. And leading off for the Bears will be the pitcher Anna Brown, trying to help her own cause as the Bears are down 5-0 through 4.5.
The Bears, number 20.
Actually 3.5. So 1 ball and no strikes to Brown. That catches the outside corner, 1-1. One pitch is in the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. On deck is Rebecca Holmes. Here's the 3-1. Catches the outside corner, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Eberhardt has hit the corner perfectly on her 2 strikes to Brown. Here's the 3-2. That is fouled back. Count remains full. Another 3-2 pitch. That is popped towards short. Back on it is Fazio. She makes the grab for the first out of the inning. F6 there, P6, excuse me. And that'll bring up Rebecca Holmes, who walked and was stranded at third back in the 2nd.
Now at bat, number 22, Rebecca Holmes.
Behind Holmes is Tompkins. That is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is a strike. Count is even now to Holmes. Eberhardt, no runs on 2 hits through 3 1/3. Swung on and missed there. Count now 1-2. Eberhardt with 3 strikeouts so far. Here is the 1-2 pitch. There is number 4. So Holmes goes down. 2 outs for the Bears now, and that'll bring up Kat Tompkins. Tompkins is 0 for 1, grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. Swings through the first pitch from Eberhardt, 0-1. And that one just off the plate, count even at 1-1. Swings through that one as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2, fouled back to the screen. And there is strike 3. So 5 strikeouts for Eberhardt, and the Bears will sit down in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the top of the 6th, 5-0 Geneseo. fifth inning here. 2 balls and no strikes. Up and in, 3 balls and no strikes now to Fazio. That one catches the outside corner, 3-1. That is fouled away. Another foul ball. So there is ball 4. So here's Anna Johnston. That is low and inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That is up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Is low, 3 balls and no strikes. It started to rain here a little bit at the field and it's getting darker. Here's the 3-0. There is strike 1 down the middle. And that's looped into right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. And Fazio turned but gets back in time. And that'll bring up Catherine Hayes, the Knights catcher. Nobody out, 2 on here in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Hayes is outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. She squares, pulls back. That is ball 2. Fazio and Johnston will hold. Here's the 2-0. It is ball 3. Is high. There's a 4-pitch walk and the bases are loaded. So LaJudas will go out to speak to her pitcher. And this will be Samantha Martz batting with nobody out and the bases loaded. Hannah Olenizak is on deck as March takes ball 1. It would be Olenizak's first at bat after she took over for Vanda Walker. And there's a hit by a pitch there. Martz will get the RBI. As she's hit by a pitch, all the runners will advance. Fazio will score. Johnson will move to third. And Hayes will go to second. And that brings up Olenizak. Bases loaded, still nobody out. And it is now 6-0 Geneseo. She takes strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to short, under the glove of McCormick. That'll be a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes another, and she'll advance on the throw. So a 2-run single for Olenizak, and then she advances on the throw in. And Martz will go all the way to third, and that's going to make it an 8-0 game. So here's Schwartz, who had an RBI triple in the 4th. Takes strike 1 there. So Geneseo now leading 8-0. 3 runs in this inning. That's a strike on the inside corner to Schwartz, who is 2 for 3. A double, an RBI triple, and 2 runs scored. So a big day for her. Here's the 0-2. That is fouled away. The 0-2. That is popped up into the outfield. Gratola chasing it. It is Sandor. Did she hang on to it? She did. A run will score on the sac fly. So F9 sac fly there, an RBI for Schwartz. And the runners will move up. Martz comes in to score. Olenizak goes to third, and here is Schmitz. She grounds a base hit to left field. That's going to be an RBI single there, and that will make it 10-0. So here's Taylor Riccardi. She is 0 for 2 with a walk. Line drive base hit up the middle, and that will move Schmitz to second. And that'll bring up Gulick, who is 1 for 3. Grounded to short. McCormick picks it up, fires to first for the 6-3 put out there. Or she pulled her foot. So they did get the runner at first. So they're going to discuss whether Tompkins held on to it long enough.
I think they actually are switching the person heading.
Okay, so we got a pinch runner. They're not discussing whether the runner was safe or not. So that is 6-3 put out there. And this will bring Fazio up. And Fazio is going to be pinch hit for, looks like, what number's that? I believe it is 23. It is Iris Karras. So pinch hitter here.
For 11. 23 for 11.
So So you got 2 outs here. Karras will be the 10th batter in the inning. That is high from ball 1. 5 runs in for Geneseo in the top of the 5th. They lead at 10-0. Here's the 1-0. That is looped into right center field. That'll score 2 on an RBI double. She never stopped. Heads to second. So 2 RBI double for Karras. That scores Schmitz and Riccardi. And Geneseo had already broken it open, but it's an even bigger lead for them now. They lead at 12-0, and that'll bring up Anna Johnston. We'll have to keep track of Karras in the bottom of the inning and see if she stays in the game or comes back out. So that is a ball to Johnston. That is low. 2 balls and no strikes. That is low for ball 3. Johnston is 2 for 3 with a run scored, 2 singles. She also reached on an error. That is taken for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the 3-1, and she walks, and looks like we've got another pinch hitter. Haley Coombs. So it's going to be number 19, Haley Coombs, batting for Hayes. So Coombs takes actually strike 1 on the outside corner. Late signal there by Ed Rounds behind home plate. That is low, and the runners go. So we've got stolen bases for both of the runners. 1 for Karras and 1 for Johnston. And that leaves the count at 1-1 for Coombs. And a ground ball to short. McCormick picks it up, fires it first. That retires the side, but not before Geneseo scores 7. So we'll be back with the bottom of the 5th, 12-0. Geneseo leads it. So Eberhardt looking to close it out for Geneseo as the Knights lead at 12-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Hope Sandor leads it off for Potsdam and takes strike 1 on the outside corner.
And now at that, Hope Sandor.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Madison McCormick on deck for the Bears, then top of the order, Anna Gratola. Here's the 0-2. That is looped into center for a base hit for Sandor. So McCormick,
Number 11, Madison.
now up with nobody out and a runner at first. She squares, pops that one up. Underneath it is Hayes. And she'll be retired, so an FF2 put out there. One out. And that'll bring up Gratola.
Now at that, number
No space.
Anna Gratola.
So here is Gratola, the runner first and one out. Gratola takes strike one. Swings through that one. It kind of tailed away at the end, so no balls, 2 strikes to Gratola. Can Sandor at first with one out. And takes strike 3, looking there. So backwards K for Gratola. That'll bring up Vanessa Brandt, who is 1 for 1
Number 5,
with a
Vanessa
triple and a walk. Chopped to third, picked up there by Riccardi, fires to first, and that's going to do it. Geneseo takes game 2, 12-0, so 12 runs on 11 hits for the Knights. The Bears, no runs on 3 hits and 3 errors, and that'll do it for the broadcast today. We'll be back tomorrow as the Bears host Brockport. Thanks for joining us.